if I recall, I left you hanging last night. So I decided to continue on, talk to my wife, a bunch of my friends that have been praying about the trip, talked to Jason Wish, who was also praying, and just, told him what was going on, told him my mental state, told him I was ready to quit, explained how I was feeling, and I got a couple good words of wisdom. I was told, hey, you can do this, right? And even if you don't feel like you care about doing it anymore or want to do it, you just need to do it. Finish it. You've been trying to get this done. Just finish it, no matter what. And then when you're done, evaluate and see if you were doing this for the right reasons. And then if not, if you weren't, then that's it for FKTs. Just don't talk about it again. Don't bring it up. It's done. So, Jason had recommended I get some sleep, which is always a good recommendation when you're, having a rough time. So, I ended up going, I don't know, way further than I planned. Well, not than my original plan, but anyhow, I went to about mile 50. Which that was the first halfway decent place I could find to sleep. I was there at the lookout at the Randall Heath Memorial and went to sleep. Ended up sleeping for 4 hours. I woke up after 3 and just decided to go back to sleep anyway. Got out of there, hiked, ate some food, all the stuff. And then I decided that still wasn't having a good time. I was just like, it's just feeling loopy. I was like, I shouldn't feel this way after sleeping. So I decided, I said, hey, next place I was planning on getting water. It was coming out of Jug Llama. So let me get there. I know there's a campsite. So long story short, I hiked there, went to sleep, laid down, popped my pad, patched it, and reinflated it, went to sleep for 2 hours, got up at 5:30, here we are, and it's, 6 or something now, 6:30 maybe. So, I've decided I'm only going to try and push about 18 hours a day. I really need to try to get some sleep. So, part of the reason why I went ahead and slept that 2 hours, sorry, my arm is getting tired, is I want to push till midnight tonight. So what that does is that resets the sleep schedule. So I'm just going to take 5 hours of downtime. So that leaves, 19 hours of walking. So I'm going to take, it takes me about half an hour to get all the food situated, make sure everything's ready to go for when I get back up. To get everything set up and get in the bed. Will give me 4 hours of sleep, 30 minutes to get going in the morning. So what that'll do as well is tomorrow, it'll be 5 a.m. when I start moving. So it'll only be a little while till the sun comes out. Like this morning, 5:30, sun was decent enough that I didn't really need a headlamp. So that reset from the sun, as Jason's told me about, which I've never really experienced it being that regenerative until today. So that's kind of the purpose. So I figured out if I don't, if I'm running less time per day, then I don't have to eat as much as I planned. So I can make everything last me through Thursday at some point. I really have to be done Thursday. I've got stuff I've got to do Friday and Saturday. So, while that doesn't equate to a sub 3-day finish, you know, it is what it is. And it was funny because I was praying yesterday morning, just like, once I knew I was behind, like, you know, God, help me to make the pace I need to make and good as far as, you know, you have for me to go. But really in my mind, I was thinking, you know, making me go fast so that I can get to where I wanted to get to. Not actually get me where you want me to be. Get me where I want to be. So, just a little something I was praying about and thinking about. So, that's the plan for the day. We're just going to go see what happens. I did not get water before I left there, which was my original plan. It was an oily film on all the water. And I'm just not going to drink that. So, excuse me. So I checked. And the spring, supposedly at the Pinhoti Ridge Retreat, or it's not really their spring, but it's a spring on their property. Supposedly it's running. So I'm gonna make that gamble. I've got, you know, enough water for the way I go for 6 hours. So that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully there'll be water at 7. Plus I figured, heck, if there's water there, that just saves me from carrying it from there, from Joglama there. But the problem with getting it there is that's a pretty rough uphill coming through there if you haven't been through that way. So, but it's dry and it is what it is. So, all right, keep you up to date. All right, we're on another little road walk here. This is, this is Skyway. I remember what this is called, right? So we'll go down here across some railroad tracks, I believe, cross a bridge, and then head off to the right. That'll take us up through Pinhoti Ridge Retreat. And hopefully that spring's flowing. So it's a pipe spring, so we'll see. Found 2 buffs up there before I came down here. One, I don't know what it was from. It had some kind of character all over it. But then there was one from the Zombie 100 mile race, or a Zombie Ultra they do in Birmingham at Oak Mountain. They've got a couple different distances for it, but I recognize it because I was actually looking at the Ultra sign up for that before I came on this trip. So I was looking for a like a backyard ultra style. I saw that they did one, but it was back in September. So I was just looking to see what else they ran. Saw that they'll be running an ultra for New Year's Eve. So I don't know, we'll see. Me and Stumbelina talked about maybe me trying it. I don't know if I'll do 100, but we'll see what it's up. Keep you up to date. All right. I'm not really paying attention to how fast I'm going, to be honest. And I forget where I'm almost at. Maybe Claremont Gap, I don't know. Just trying to go. And it is whatever it is. Feet are pretty sore. It's pretty warm. I think I've already mentioned, but I'm carrying extra water. So that's just slowing me down. And additional beating on my feet, I'm sure. But it is what it is. So, last I checked, it was right around 9:30. So, we're just gonna see where we end up today. Hopefully somewhere with water, I guess. You know, like I said, I've got water, but I still need. I've got my noon shake already mixed. I've got 1 empty flask, 1 partial, and that'll get me to noon. And then I've got water on me to fill up. I've got enough to fill up at least twice, if not maybe a third time. So, all right, figured you guys know what's going on. Well, I don't know if you can read that, but it looks like we got a problem. Apparently there is a wildfire. I just called Nathan from the POC to have him check. He's calling the ranger in charge, but apparently there was a fire around Odom Scout Trail. All southbound trails are closed. And so this could be the end of my trip. So I'll keep you guys up to date, but I don't want to go wandering into this if I don't know what's going on, because that would be bad, and that's bad for the people trying to control the fire. So, I don't see smoke, but that doesn't really mean anything, which is interesting because I remember the other day, I can't smell very good, but I kept smelling this acrid smoke, like I'd catch a whiff of what smelled like plastic burning. So I wonder if I was smelling that at Flag. But apparently the fire was 19 hours ago, so I'll keep you guys up to date. So for posterity, here you go. Nathan just called the Rangers. They said I need to take the road. And since it is a fire closure, as we understand it, that means it is, you follow the fire closure. So I'll be on the road to Adams, and then I can get back onto Adams, apparently. The fire is only affecting parts of the Chinnaby Silent Trail, So I thought he was saying I had to stay off until somewhere further up, but he got clarification. I get back on at Adams and go up, so we'll do this road walk and see what, I don't know if it's longer to go this road or shorter, but it is what it is. I mean, that's quite interesting, so keep you guys up to date. And this, my friend, is the downside of Unsupported FKT. When I got to Adams, a bunch of firefighters were there. Really awesome. They thought I was trying to go down the other way back down the trail, and I was like, no, I'm just sitting down. I need to get some water and stuff. And they're like, oh man, we got cold waters, and I was like, I appreciate it, but I can't take them. And they're like, can we at least get your trash? And I was like, no, technically no. They're like, could it accidentally fall in the back of one of our trucks? I was like, I was like, no. So anyway, if I had just been hiking, I definitely would have. The water I've got actually is still fairly cool from Talladega Creek, but anywho, I'm gonna see what happens. Feet are feeling a little better. We'll see what happens when we get up here near Cheehaw. And that's the next place if I had to. That would be, easy for my wife to come find me, so. All right. I may be crazy or selectively remembering, but I do not remember all that to get to this intersection of Odom, Pinhoti, and Chinnaby or whatever. The first time I came through, I must have either that was routed differently or I missed something major on a turn. So. But anyhow, man, I am whooped. It's about 4 o'clock, I think. I don't know. Let's see what it looks like when I get over here around Cheehaw. I'm running real tight now on time based on I'm having to kind of make my calculations on if I can only move 2 miles an hour. I know once I get out of here, from what I remember, it should get a little easier. but my feet are just so beat up that I don't know if that's gonna help me speed up any. So decisions. Pray about it and figure it out. All right, well, I made the decision to call it. My feet are in a real bad place, and I'm not able to move very fast. I'm having some balance issues. I've had several bad falls now. So I try and get out to the road. It was about 2 miles away, and I've been maybe getting 2 miles an hour, maybe. So if I get there before Stumbleina, then I'm gonna walk up to the store, Chiha, and see if I can drain their water fountain into my stomach. I really want some cold water. Maybe, I'm sure I'll find something snacky in there that I want to eat, but I sat down and drank some of my shake. Man, my feet almost hurt worse when I stop than when I'm moving. I just kind of try to get off of them, and they were just throbbing, just shooting pain. I've had this weird shooting pain into my big toe. Anyhow, enough about that. That's what's going on, so I may pull it back out when I get to the Chiha store. We'll see. Just trying to be careful now because I don't remember the trail being this goofy to get back. But apparently it is, because this is all blazed now, so. Alright, I'll keep you up to date. Alright, well, this is it. I'm walking up the road to the park. I could have taken the cut through, but I decided not to, so. Anyhow, you get up here, Stumbleina and one of my boys are almost here. I saw on the tracking app. So, sorry about that, I got distracted. I was trying to figure out what was on the side of the road. But, thanks for watching, coming along, and see you guys next time.